math because I have the greatest math teacher in the world. Let's take a trip back in time to 3 years ago when I was homeschooled. I didn't like math that much, but I got the hang of it and I practiced and I actually liked it a lot. I believe that whoever doesn't like math here just had a hard time with it and didn't get it and really didn't like it that much. Once you experience stuff, you like it. You get the hang of it, and my mom said that when you wait 1 second. Okay, my favorite problems are the simplifying the expression. People all over the world have to learn math because it's a universal language. People don't think of math as a language, but they think of it as a nuisance of a subject. A few people that you may have heard of are Albert Einstein. He used math in his studies, and he said, do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I assure you mine are greater. Sir Isaac Newton, Archimedes, he used math in his studies also. He said, there are things which seem impossible to most men who have not studied mathematics. I like looking at what very smart people write, and it gives me a whole new perception of mathematics. There are a lot of different classes in math, like calculus, advanced algebra, just algebra, geometry, trigonometry, linear algebra, real numbers. The list goes on forever. Did you know that 0 is a very recent number? We only started to use it in the last millennia or so. When I got into math, I was wondering, who invented math? Math wasn't invented in one day, but it took a long time to invent math. Math evolved to explain things in nature and science and all those other stuff that are in math. For example, the irrational number pi was discovered to explain the circle. My experience with math was not always this positive. For example, subtracting negative numbers. It was the bane of my existence. For some reason, I just didn't get it. But I practiced extra hard on it. I made an effort to do it, and until I could do it, I was doing it very good. I was so good that I actually did it in my POL, presentation of learning, at my school. I had some other problems with minor math problems, but I got the hang of them and I'm good at them. It is important to understand math and hopeful for you to enjoy many careers, often like engineers, scientists, chemists, math teachers, physicists, accountants, financial planners, loan officers, architects, list goes on and on again. Music, for all you music lovers out there, and dance, for all you dance lovers out there, is also tied to math. The measures, if you play the piano, or the rhythm, if you dance, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, it's also tied, can be used in math. Math can also be fun because it's everything in the world. Like this building was made by an architect and they used math to build it. You can never escape math because it's everywhere. Here is something to make you guys and gals laugh and smile after such a grueling speech. There are 3 kinds of people in the world. Ones that can count and ones that can't. Finally get it. Good. The difference between an introvert and an extrovert mathematician is an introvert looks at his shoes while he's talking to you, and an extrovert looks at your shoes. think of math in a different way. If you do, then I've succeeded in my